tonight between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Saints at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson will throw again. Open man is Duvernay. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Gotw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
While he was adjusting to the NFL game, Gotw had 5 sacks as a rookie, and he's only scraped the surface of what he can do.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Winston.
Throwing out right here. Caught by Olave.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw again. Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down, and he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little... John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Olave over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Winston now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotw Owe, his 2nd sack of the night.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Winston on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st and 10, Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially